Scientists try to answer the big questions in the world. But we also have to have slightly crazy ideas and be brave enough to try them. As an undergraduate, I worked on bacteria-related research. But after seeing how the SARS-1 virus outbreak impacted Hong Kong, I decided to focus on emerging viruses. I now work on the virus-host interaction and pathogenic mechanisms of emerging viruses with a focus on coronaviruses. I hope in my research to identify key determinants that dictate virus spread efficiency and disease severity, which can then be used as targets of therapeutic intervention to protect the public health in our community. I spend a lot of time with my team and students. I believe in good communications and robust discussions. These are key to successful teamwork. I also like to have students challenge my ideas and experimental designs. Not many people on Earth have the opportunity to make new discoveries and add new knowledge to mankind. I'm very grateful to be among the very few people who have a chance to do this.
In research, it pays to be patient and persistent. My current scientific interests include bottom-up organic synthesis of topology, nanocarbons, and their applications in organic electronics. Molecular topology is an important feature of most polycyclic aromatics, which close, coupled with the photophysical properties, carbon allotropes, including zero-dimensional fluorine, one-dimensional carbon nanotube, and two-dimensional graphene, are the most well-investigated class nowadays. I always ask myself how we can go beyond the current state of knowledge. My research interests focus on the design and synthesis of aromatic molecules. Besides the method and the novel structure-oriented issues, the most promising applications could include using the molecular structures to create advanced organic materials with intended purpose, such as organic field effect transistors, organic light-emitting dots, organic photovoltaic solar cells, and spintronics, which would require joint efforts across different specializations. So, in addition to basic research, we also try to bridge the gap between the fundamental framework and its practical applications. In promoting the transformation of laboratory research results into the real usable products, we would be contributing to the economic and social development of Hong Kong, the Great Bay Area, and mainland China.
Let your interest be your guide. That's how I began my journey into research in generative AI. When I was an undergraduate, I participated in a project to develop China's first intelligent cartoon animation production system with its intellectual property rights, using computer vision technology. Currently, generative AI depends heavily on cloud computing, which leads to high development and deployment costs and issues related to the infringement of training and generated data. We are determined to overcome these challenges and aim to develop generative AI technology within 5 years that can be deployed on mobile devices without relying on cloud computing. So my research often feels like a quest for optimum simplicity. For example, traditional generative AI models can contain hundreds of millions or even trillions of parameters that need optimization. My team and I aim to reduce the number of model parameters and the amount of data by over 90%, while still maintaining and improving the accuracy of the service provided. I believe in Einstein's principle that everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. This approach will always be valid.
I am fascinated by the social and cultural dimensions of urban and regional development, particularly in the past 4 decades of opening and reform in China. The extraordinary social changes seen during this time were one of the largest social experiments in human history, during which social relations and cultural system co-evolved with modernization, industrialization, and urbanization. I lived through this sea change and its breakneck pace of changing lifestyles, so I find the mutual constitution of economic changes and social changes an important research question, given that humans need to find cultural meanings, spiritualities, and social cohesion to achieve existential security amidst rapid changes. I have always deeply appreciated the social and cultural innovations that ordinary people use to ensure that, in addition to economic progress, they can retain and safeguard a universe of social, cultural, and moral values. My future research will continue to focus on the cultural and spiritual dimensions of social changes and try to unravel how culture permeates into cutting-edge social transformations, such as urban regeneration, technological development, and sustainability transitions.
The desire to make an innovation that no one else has made before is a very powerful motivation. My journey in biomedicine began when I started my bachelor degree and progressed to doctoral and postdoctoral research. I've been focusing on deciphering the complexity of biological cells and disease mechanisms and using synthetic biology and genome editing to help tackle diseases. In the research on complex diseases including cancers that often involve multiple genetic mutations, we have developed a multi-gene assembly platform that utilizes DNA sequence barcodes combined with genome editing technologies for high-throughput screening. This allows for cost-effective large-scale library screening to rapidly identify effective combination therapy regimens with enhanced therapeutic efficacy. We have also developed other new technologies to engineer better genome editing proteins for therapeutic applications. When exploring research questions, I enjoy using different thinking hats. As a biologist, I try to understand the intricate mechanisms of cells and how they work. In the meantime, I also think like an engineer, considering how to create biological tools for real-world applications. But most importantly, I'm part of a multidisciplinary team, and every teammate brings unique perspectives and creativity to solve problems and contribute to advancement of science for humanity.
My interest in unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, was sparked when, as an undergraduate, I saw some students testing the quadrotor UAV. Everything about it fascinated me. Prior to joining HKU, I explored many other options at different universities, but did not find a good fit. Indeed, I started to doubt my decision to pursue an academic career. But then HKU offered me a position where I had the opportunity to conduct truly interesting research. Now, I work on developing UAVs that have ever higher efficiency and autonomy, and that could benefit communities worldwide in a range of applications. For example, UAVs could be deployed for search and rescue tasks in disaster relief. Small UAVs can explore unknown places that are hardly accessible by humans. They could also search a large-scale area for survivors autonomously and efficiently. UAVs could fulfill these tasks timely, hence removing the safety hazards to human workers. As a researcher, my ultimate objective is to solve real-world problems and harness technology to enhance sustainability, safety, and quality of life.